Hey everybody, I was on my way to the NAACP Awards to really celebrate my girlfriend, Conscious, that wrote a one-woman play. She got nominated, so I'm here tonight, all dressed up, fancy dress, looking good, feeling good. And I happened to glaze over my husband's comments on this past weekend. So we all know there's two sides to a story, right? There are two sides. So I wouldn't normally respond, let him vent or whatever he needs to do. But I have to let you guys know that my husband doesn't have any time management. There's no time management. So I'm going to make this really short. The definition of insanity somewhat goes like this. When you keep doing the same thing over and over and over, so that would be year after year after year. He stressed 8 years, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year, 6 year, 7 year, 8 year. You keep doing the same thing. And that thing is leaving no room for error. Okay? You know you're on a pass, or we may have to purchase tickets. He didn't always have a pass for the 8 years, probably a good 5 to 6 years out of him traveling back and forth. He's had a pass. Other times, he knows he has to go every 3 weeks. So when you get back from one trip, count on the calendar when you need to go and buy an advance ticket. So you don't have to worry. You don't have to wait for last minute deals. You don't have to go one way and pray the other way and work out. You could purchase the ticket. Whether it's going to cost us or not, you could do that ahead of time. You really can. It works. But no, whether he has a ticket, companion ticket or not, he waits till the last minute. That's why his post is so long. He's frustrated. He's frustrated at himself. All he should have said was, I'm frustrated at myself. I have to do better. Period. That's all he had to say. But no, he goes to list a series of events that could have all been prevented if he would have just left on Friday. Left on Friday, we have enough friends and family on the East Coast where he could have copped a squat, just set, even worst case scenario, got a cheap hotel, $99. That would have been $200 for 2 days, Saturday, Sunday, went to his meeting and been home on Monday. Nope, not my husband. Now, I know he had some calls to make on Friday, but worst case scenario, he should have been on the first thing smoking Saturday. If it didn't happen by 6 o'clock, that's when you get on and you do a one way or whatever. You get there, because then he tells me, oh, I have such and such coming. I've invited this person. He's, doing a lot of advertising. This is a big weekend. Like, you have people that are coming to see you. You need to wake up at the crack of dawn on Saturday or leave Friday after that phone call or your meeting and been trying to get to New York, right? Not him. I have something to do on Saturday. I go do my business. I come back and I'm annoyed. So I go, why are you still here? Like, you should be on a flight. It's early. I don't know what he's doing all day. The taxes are done. The most important phone call was done on Friday. So I don't understand what he's doing with his time. Because whatever he's doing, all you need is a computer. So take your computer with you. You got your cell phone and go. I'd rather be a day early than sweating bullets, as he's always doing. So I come home, I ran a 5K. We go out and celebrate afterwards. He's like, oh, I expect you to be home earlier than this. I'm like, and I expected you not to be here. Not throwing shade, or it's not that I don't want you around. I just want you to go, because mentally, I don't want to hear the shit that comes after. And it always comes after. I'm sitting in the airport. I'm tired. I'm hungry. Then he gets home. Do you understand what I've been through? No. I do understand what you've been through, but it's at your own fault. Like, you brought this upon yourself. So now I'm mentally drained. I don't want to hear it. I've heard it for 8 fucking years. Like, I don't want to hear it. You know what you need to do to get to New York. Do it. Go. Go and come back. But don't go late and now you can't get on the flight. Then you get home. Now you hungry. You tired. You want to talk about, I don't want to hear it. And I mean, I really don't want to hear it because it's not 1, 2, 3. It's numerous times. This is not the first time. It's time after time. You can ask the kids. Time after time after time. Month after month after month after month. So he must be a glutton for punishment. So last night, Sunday, so he don't even get past Vegas. The shit is so ridiculous. He don't get past Vegas. So now he's like, I can hear it in his voice. Like, I don't want to hear it. He's like, yeah, the thing with these passes, they unreliable. Yeah, they're unreliable. You already know that. That's why you need to start early. Start like Friday, start Thursday, whatever. Just make sure you get there and then figure everything else out. But no, you want to wait till the last minute. So he doesn't make it out. Great show, I hear. I'm listening to people and they're texting me. Everything went great. And then Rihanna shows up. He missed Rihanna. Like, I can't even begin to tell you how annoyed I am about that. So he misses Rihanna. Doesn't know she's coming, but had he been on time and everything gone as normal, he would have been there. He would have been able to meet Rihanna. Whatever. That's his bad. Then he has the audacity to call, because now I think he's in New York. He has the audacity to call me. Now, I text him, you good? This morning, like 9:30. I haven't heard from him. So now I'm like, okay, he's in New York. He's going to make his meeting in New York. No harm, no fail. He's going to make the meeting at least. So he calls me and he goes, no, I'm still in Vegas. Oh my God. What do you mean you're still in Vegas? I don't even want to hear it. So he's like, do you think I should rent a car, or do you think I have to fly? It'll be about the same amount of time. Now me, I'm like, I know he's annoyed. For me, I don't want to be on the road for 4 hours and possibly, there's a long section where there are 2 lanes. Anything can happen. Now you're in traffic. So I'm like, for me, I would just take a flight and be home in 45 minutes. That's me. But you ask my opinion and then you fault me for you following my opinion. It was just an opinion. You could have done what you wanted. You do it all the time. So now the 2 o'clock or whatever o'clock flight he was supposed to take is delayed for 2 hours. So now he don't get on the flight till 4 something. All of that is not my fault. It really isn't. It's not my fault. So when he gets home, I know the routine. He's tired. He's going to be grouchy. He don't want to talk. And I'm fine with that. But if you learn time management, which I've been telling, that's our biggest fallout. Even though it was taxes and time management. Meaning you have to carve out some time every day to get some of the things that needs to be done for the house done. You can't not do any of those things every day of the week and then try and catch up, because it's a lot of stuff that you've left by the wayside that now you have to catch up. Now you're frustrated. Now it feels like I'm nagging you or whatever. But I'm telling you, dude, if you don't get your time management together, we're going to have a horrible rest of our lives together, because it will always be this nonsense of you missing flights or you not being able to get somewhere because you wait till the last minute. On time is late. Like, you should be prepared to be super, super early. A day or two, if you go on the mixtape, go in on Saturday. Go on Friday. Buy a ticket. Next month what date it's going to be on. When you come home, if you don't want to use the pass, buy a ticket. Then you don't have to worry. You roll up. You ain't got to worry about being oversold. You ain't got to worry about all of that, shucking and jiving. You don't have to do it. You have a ticket. You are on the plane. Get a ticket. We have enough money. Get a ticket. Stop making it seem like, oh, woe is me, and I had to pay this, and we got to do that. All of that is null and void if you do it in advance. No, right. We can't buy a ticket the day before your flight for $2,000. No, we can't. But 3 weeks prior, we can buy a ticket for $250, $300 round trip. That's doable. It's the nonsense that we can't afford. Nobody wants to buy a ticket that you knew you had to go somewhere and you want to get it the day before for $500, $600, $700 one way. That's ridiculous. That's what I'm saying. So don't be on like, I'm frustrated. I asked her advice. Do you? I'm doing me, meaning I don't need your permission. Like, I'm going to do the common sense thing to do. Me, I would have waited. I don't like to drive. You like to drive to Vegas. I texted you. So my thing is, if I texted you to see how you doing and then you respond the same way you hadn't called me all day, you could have, at that point, we hadn't spoken. You could have got the car at 6 o'clock this morning or whatever, and you could have drove home. I wouldn't have known anything. I just called to check on you, and you're like, I'm still in Vegas. Then you like, wait. Should I drive or should I fly? Do what you want to do. Don't fault me for now you're delayed and I could have just priceless. No, don't be making people like it's priceless. No, because if it's priceless, you would have done what you wanted to do. You could have got a rental car. You could have drove home and you could have been in your bed asleep right now. But you asked my opinion. I would have waited because I don't like to drive to Vegas. Every time we go to Vegas, it's our biggest argument. I want to fly. You want to drive. So if that's the case, you already know I'm going to say fly. You know it. But you asked anyway. And I said what? Fly. So then you say, okay, I'm going to fly. It's delayed. Now it's all my fault. It's not my fault. Because I tried to get you out of here on Friday by saying, you still here? You still here? Meaning, why don't you get your ass on a flight and get to New York? Because I don't want to hear the backlash of you missing the flight, which you did, and now I got to hear all of this. Don't come home. I don't want to hear nothing. I'm moving forward. Now that you got the taxes done, let's get into this financial aid and figure out all these damn sites we got to go on to apply to all of this shit for Royce. That's all I want to hear. That's it. You know, his essays are done. Let's move forward. Let's apply to everything. We got 30 days to apply to everything. Because after December 30th, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't care if he go to CSUN. I am done. I can't emotionally be in the only person involved in this, meaning the only parent. Like, it takes two. It's websites and figuring shit out and scholarships to be filled out. And I can't do it by myself. So that's all I want to hear is like, hey, I got this website, you do this website. I filled this part of the financial aid out, you do this part. That's all I want to hear because I need smooth sailing. I start back work in a few weeks. And when I go back to work, I'm checked out. I'm checked out. I know Royce could do it, but he needs one of us. So I'm going to need you to step up and get us across the finish line. All right. So 2 sides to a story. So the moral of the story for my husband is, get your time management up. Because if you get your time, I'm losing light fast. If you get your time management up, a lot of our issues will be solved. Until you do that, we will always be backpedaling and trying to get you to New York and trying to do this, everything at the last minute. And I'm not a last minute person. And then it looks like I'm being snotty, but I'm not. I just don't have any more brain power. You said it. It's going on 8 years of the same nonsense over and over. You missing flights because you wait until the 19th hour to go try and get on a flight. Now you scurrying. Can you host? Can you host? It's your show. It's your show. So you should be hosting.